Well, Paul, we're defeated here at Stoke. How are you reflecting on today's game?
Listen, it was disappointing. I think we said before the game, or even all week, that looking at Stoke's record at home, it's just like our record away. So if we can keep them quiet for 15 minutes, the crowd will get quiet, and a quite demanding crowd at times. So that might work in our favour, and then we give a goal after, was it 9 minutes, something like that?
10, 11, I think.
Yeah, and it was a silly goal. It wasn't nothing to do with them. It was just to us again, not doing the things right and making stupid mistakes. And 3 goals we've given today by our defensive mistakes, and that's disappointing for me. It really is. It's probably the first time that they've probably let me down, or we've let the fans down, we'll let the club down. Apart from maybe Rotherham at the start of the season, but I think today was the first time we let our fans down. For us, we have to be competitive. For us, we have to, win second balls. But what we can't do, we can't just give away mistakes like we did defensively, and that's what we did. And we allowed them to get the initiative, we allowed the fans to get up, and then we're having to, make 4 subs to try and change the game.
Over the course of a 46-game season, it is possible to have games like today, and I guess it's about making sure it's a complete one-off. And next week and next time, it's nothing like it, right?
Well, I've just in there now. I said, if you think that you can perform like that again, and we're all in it together. So, as a manager, you're saying that at the end of the day, if you keep performing like that, you will go down. Forget all about this playoffs and all this crap. You will go down, because it doesn't matter what you do, what you train all week, what you prepare all week. People are going to make elementary mistakes like they did. There's no coaching in that, you know what I mean? It's just them as individuals, and they have to be made accountable, and they have to make sure that it doesn't happen again. And today it happened on 3 occasions, and we lose a game to a team that are no better than us. Probably much the same. But in all their departments, they handled the ball well. They did the right things. Both boxes, they were aggressive in both boxes. We wasn't, and ultimately at the end of the day, that's probably the game. There's a lot of play in the middle of the park, but it's what you do in both boxes, and we were poor in ours and poor in theirs, and that's why you lose the game. But first and foremost, I just thought we let our fans down today. The fans are understanding; they understand where we are, but they come a long way in the freezing cold, and you want to. If we fight and compete, they will live with that. But when you put them up a show like that, we really let them down. And I'm not one of these managers who every time we lose a game apologise to the fans. I don't think that's the case. But I thought today, we should be apologising to them, because we did let them down. We didn't compete. Saying that, they scored 2 goals that were deflected. But we have to compete. We have to battle. We have to do the basics right. If we don't do that, we're going to be in trouble. Okay, and that's a wake-up call for everybody.
And lastly, Paul, I think on games like today, sometimes you need to look around the dressing room and just sort of know that these guys are going to have the reaction in them, or know that they're going to do that. And hopefully that's what you're getting when you look around and you sort of see the fight in there that they're going to show from now on.
Well, listen, as I said, Rich, what they've got to understand is that, you ask a question, our way form is absolutely diabolical. And you think, well, is it a personality thing? Is it a character thing? Have we not got a mental toughness or strength to go away? And win games? And you think, well, we've been to Norwich and you've got a point. You know what I mean? We should have won at Swansea. We should have beat Burnley. We go to Mill, which is probably the hardest place to go to and win. But sometimes you come here, in places like this, and you've got to stay in the game, and you can't make mistakes early on in the game and give ourselves a mountain to climb. So if we're going to move forward with this club, we've got to start turning around our away form, because if our home form starts to go, who knows what can happen. But listen, we're strong at home. I'm hoping it's a one-off. I'm hoping it's a bad day. Also, the fact we've had no Naby Sarr today, no Andy Carroll, no Hutch. They're big players for us. At half time, I could have took off, 11 players. I really, really could. There wasn't one player today who, felt justified, and saying I had a good game. And that's not me being brutal. That's me saying at the end of the day, that's a kick up the backside for each individual player, and us as a club. So listen. Move forward, got a big one on Saturday, obviously a pleasurable one, but we'll be on Monday, we'll be looking at the game, because the mistakes are just schoolboy errors, and I'm disappointed. I don't mind losing, Mitch, I can take losing, you know. But I hate losing the way that we did today, where we did, you know, do what makes us great. You know what I mean? Sometimes we think we're you know, I hear these things about, yeah, we need to be more possession based and do all this. If we can't kick the ball, what's the point of being more possession based? You know what I mean? Just go back to how we were. You know what I mean? It'd be hard to beat, be structured. That might be the way forward. But listen, at the end of the day, maybe I'm a little bit, you know, because I'm upset, I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed, because that's not us. And all I ask is for us to be us. Whether we win, lose or draw, just be us. Just do what we do. And today we didn't.